Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. This is going to be a video about Cosmos that, of course, has the Atom token attached to it. Whilst we're in this kind of lackluster or bear market is probably a better way to address it, it's really a good time to start educating yourself and taking a look around at what's in the cryptocurrency market. You know, my first interaction with a bear market for crypto was back in 2018, and it was at the time one of the worst experiences of my life, but into the future has actually become one of the best experiences and best experiences that I've had, and it's actually enabled me to do very well and actually achieve financial freedom through sticking around and learning about the cryptocurrency market. You know, we're very early adopters in things like Chainlink and a whole list of others that we've spoke about. But today I really want to dive into Cosmos because this is a blockchain, a third generation blockchain that fills me with absolute excitement. And what do I mean by third generation? Well, Bitcoin is your first generation. Ethereum was born out of Bitcoin. They essentially looked at Bitcoin and said, let's do more with this technology. Let's do more with blockchain and add smart contracts to it. And now you have the likes of Cosmos, Cardano, POLKADOT, which are third generation blockchains in that kind of evolution of blockchain that I think are going to have a long-standing bright future ahead of them. And Cosmos is a blockchain that I'm going to be talking about a lot more on this channel, along with POLKADOT. You guys know that I cover Cardano regularly. Very funnily enough, with POLKADOT and Cardano, they both Charles, the founder of Cardano, and Gavin Wood from POLKADOT actually came out of Ethereum and you know, had a different vision for blockchain. Cosmos, I think, is very much grouped with them in the sense that it is a new, innovative blockchain that is going to do very well. And I think I was listening to a Bankless podcast the other day that was essentially had DYDX on, which is one of the largest exchanges and derivatives markets on Ethereum. I believe it is 15th in terms of total value locked. So it has $611 million in terms of total value locked. They're actually looking to now deploy as their own blockchain on top of Cosmos. So I like Cosmos for a number of reasons. One of the reasons I like Cosmos is because I actually like POLKADOT and how they've done things with their parachains. Cosmos kind of has a similar thing going, where Cosmos is the kind of hub, if you will, just like POLKADOT's relay chain is the hub, and you have these blockchains that kind of orbit around it. It's really very much, you know, the name Cosmos has a lot to do with the design, I think. And with POLKADOT and Cosmos, they both have a vision for the future, which is interoperable. Very much aligns with my own personal views. I think for blockchain to really thrive and see real mainstream adoption, it needs to take an interoperable path, just like the internet. You know, you can use plenty of different programming languages. Whereas if you could just use one with one thing, you know, it would limit the kind of advancement or progress or ingenuity that takes place on the internet. So Cosmos is very, very exciting. Like I say, you've got Ethereum's 5th or 15th largest dApp actually looking to deploy on top of Cosmos. And the Atom token, I think, is going to be a good investment. That is not financial advice, by the way, moving forwards. I am waiting for lower prices across the board for crypto. I don't see, you guys know we talk about it daily on our daily cryptocurrency market updates, a way that we escape recession. And I don't think crypto is going to do very well in recession. And you can go and look at how your tech stock, look at the NASDAQ, look at how it fared in 2008, look at how it fared in 2020, or sorry, 2000s for the dot-com boom. We're at that key moment where we're interacting with the 200 weekly moving average. We're going to smash through that, I believe, as we plunge into recession. And ultimately, I think the crypto space isn't going to escape that. So if I can get Atom cheaper than it is today, I absolutely will be, because I think it's an extremely exciting blockchain that is going to do very well into the future. Let's take a look at where it is today on CoinMarketCap. It's currently 25th in terms of position. It has a $2.5 billion market cap. I think all-time highs around about $50 or $45 roundabouts, and it's currently now at 8, so it's significantly down, but this just fills with excitement. You know, in the next 5 years, do I think Atom's going to be worth more than $8, $9? Yeah, absolutely I do. You know, I really do believe in blockchain as a technological revolution. I think the cryptos to come out of it are going to be akin to the internet stocks that came out of the dot-com boom that survived, by the way. Lots of garbage is going to get sort of washed ashore throughout this bear market. But I don't think Atom is going anywhere. And a real confluence of that is the fact that we're seeing DYDX actually move over and become their own blockchain on top, built on top of Cosmos. So let's do a little bit of reading, guys, about what Cosmos actually is through their homepage. We've, of course, got the Atom token, which I think is going to do fantastically. But let's just do a little bit of reading now. I've kind of given my introduction to why I'm so excited about this blockchain. And we are going to talk about it a lot more, along with Polkadot. And, of course, we already talk about ADA. And we'll be bringing things like Algorand, which is another smart contract layer 1 that I'm a big fan of. And a number of others that I really like. But Cosmos is certainly one. So Cosmos is a rapidly expanding ecosystem of independent, interconnected blockchains built using developer-friendly application components and connected with groundbreaking IBC inter-blockchain communication protocols. So you can build on top of Cosmos, just like you can build a parachain on top of Polkadot. It is its own entity in forms of it being a blockchain. It has those governance. It has a number of other sovereign-related things. And essentially what that does is it means you can interoperate with any of the other layer 1 blockchains that are running on top of Cosmos inherently. And you can also, just like with Polkadot, connect the wider world through bridges. So we can bring Bitcoin into these ecosystems. We can bring Ethereum into these ecosystems. You name it, we'll be able to do it, guys. There are currently more than something apps and services in the Cosmos network, including Binance Chain, TERRA, Crypto.org, and Cosmos Hub, with over $51 billion of digital assets under management. So these individual chains collectively have this in terms of management, but of course, Cosmos is connected to them. We believe in an interoperable and autonomy over silos and monopolies, collaboration and innovation over competition and status quo, rather than a web in which value is created by so many yet captured by so few. That value must be exchanged, sorted, and secured between parties without relying on centralized servers. Cosmos is the first fully free platform to enable this. Another reason I love this project, just like with Polkadot, just like with ADA, they believe in decentralization, true to the ethos that blockchain was spawned from, Satoshi's vision. And I wonder, it's a shame that we don't have Satoshi to ask his opinion on these projects, because I believe that, Cosmos probably, just like with ADA and just like with Polkadot, would probably be projects that he maybe be fond of. Empowering developers worldwide. With the Cosmos, developers can choose to build entirely autonomous application-specific blockchains that can easily interconnect. This means that unlike with other leading blockchains today, they are no longer forced to exist as smart contracts on someone else's chain. They can opt out of high transaction fees and network congestion, make their own rules, and scale for mainstream adoption. So I think developers and builders are one of the biggest and best resources out there in the crypto space. I think it's going to appeal to them, just like it's appealed to DYDX significantly more, being a Cosmos-specific blockchain or being built on top of Cosmos than Ethereum, because they're a dApp on Ethereum. They're very reliant and a slave, essentially, to Ethereum and what it does or doesn't choose to do. Whereas on Cosmos, they have sort of free reign and can really, not have to worry about, scalability, throughput, security. Just like with Polkadot, they can focus on being good at what they were built to do without all the hindrances that we see from the likes of Ethereum. This is massively... This has massive implications for the future of decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFT, gaming, anonymous organizations, DAOs, social networks, marketplaces, and sustainable growth of blockchain technology, the internet of value, and the ownership economy in which everything has a stake. Instead of 1 million blockchain apps competing for throughput on a single base layer with why not 1 million blockchain apps interconnecting across 1 million sovereign blockchains? This is what is possible with Cosmos. So it's annoying that if I want to use DeFi and Ethereum, it might cost me a hell of a lot of money and be very, very slow because somebody's doing an NFT drop. This is where Cosmos and Polkadot shine, because you don't have to share that with them. You don't have to, suffer because of somebody else, essentially. Organizations. Cosmos gives your community the power to organize and allocate resources to its members. Individuals can use tokens to vote on impact, decisions, and govern their own community. Imagine having transparency into how your local government spent your tax money and even voting on where it goes. I'm loving the libertarian undertone here, guys. from the Cosmos website. You've got social networks, free flow of information and freedom of expression have been hindered by centralized platforms censoring and filtering content and extracting value from their users. Cosmos empowers communities to build autonomous social networks in which every user can have a voice, create value, and benefit from the value creation of others. Marketplace with Cosmos, developers can create exchanges and marketplaces allowing for permission of global trade. They can create autonomous application-specific blockchains rather than smart contracts on someone else's chain. This frees users from the high transaction fees and network congestion and makes DeFi accessible to all. DeFi and Ethereum is not accessible in its current state at all. You know, I was reading an article today and it said that 80% of people in the UK don't actually have £500 in their bank account as savings. I think it was from Lloyd's Bank. One of the head honchos there was saying that this really worries him because people are just getting pushed more and more into credit. But if people don't have that kind of money to spend, if they don't have let's say they did have 500 quid in savings, well, you're going to pay 10% of that to use Ethereum for a couple of transactions, one transaction or so. I remember unstaking a crypto that I will not name, and it costing me, and I had multiple stakes, cost me about $250 each. $250 worth of each unstaking. So you also have games. Cosmos allows game developers to create unique contributions and character upgrades that they can monetize without third-party approval or app store fees. Through NFTs, these digital assets will live forever, providing lasting value for gamers and creating endless opportunities. The economic center of Cosmos talks about a number of other things. This video has actually gone on for probably longer than I wanted it to. It's all secured by Atom, so this is where their native token and the demand for it is going to get driven. You can also stake Atom. It helps secure the network, as it is a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism that runs Cosmos, just like with Polkadot and Cardano. You know, very, very impressive project. Let me know in the description, guys, if you want me to dive more into Atom, because it's certainly a blockchain that I'll be looking to heavily accumulate. I have got a very small bag of Atom that I think I bought back in 2020, maybe on Coinbase. I don't know. I haven't used Coinbase in ages, so I'll have to check. But this was when it was, 40 cents or something. And I've just left it there because it wasn't a huge bag by any stretch of the imagination. But this is a coin that I will be definitely accumulating throughout this bear market when we get lower prices. Lower prices are coming, guys. Don't kid yourself on that. Ultimately, I could be totally wrong, but that relies on many things not taking place that look imminent, like a recession. So that's really all I've got for you in this video, guys. If you've enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment. And I'll catch each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.